I'm talking about, this is going to be briefly talking about Guardians of the Galaxy 3. So, starters, what are my thoughts? Should you guys watch the movie? You guys haven't seen the movie. Should you guys go watch it? Well, it's a great movie. Without a doubt, good movie. Without a doubt. I'm not gonna talk shit about it. I'm not gonna say anything. It was great. It's a 9 for me. Adam Warlock was funny. Wanted more him to be more serious in the sense that he was the main villain, but fine. He was okay. He wasn't special, but he was okay. Okay. Should you go watch it? Yes. If it's anything in May, if you guys are planning to watch it in May, go for it. Because I think in June, save it for the Flash. But this is for Guardians of the Galaxy. So Guardians of the Galaxy, is it worth watching? Yes. It's it's a great send off for full time of the same Guardians. It's okay. I do think I do think that we might see the Guardians form up again. Uh, Here's the thing. So they're sending off as they're gonna be coming in so often. As that makes sense. So I think that they are gonna take a break from the Guardians because some actors want to take breaks. But I'm pretty sure that they'll come back for like a big film down the line, a big film like an Avengers big film. So I'm not too worried about it. Like, yes, we are gonna miss the Guardians. Yes, I'm gonna miss the Guardians in itself. The Guardians are definitely going to be breaking up and taking breaks. But well, some people still wanting to be in movies. So Star Lord will still have his own. So Chris Pratt will still be there, and then Gamora will probably be there, and a bunch of people will still be there, but they'll not be as active. Like some of them want to be still active, and the other one wants to be like part timers to the universe. So, like, Star Lord is probably going to be very consistently coming back, while Drax and other people are not going to be, and that's fine. I don't think necessarily that they're all going to be like, yeah, just never come back again and never to be seen again. I'm sure that, like, there should have been a better way of doing it. If they said that, oh no, the Guardians, if they need us, we'll be there. So, I'm pretty sure that what they're gonna do with that is that when the time comes and they do that, they'll come back. But as turns out being more consistent and more active and more like full time to this stuff, they're not. They're gonna just take breaks from it. So we are gonna miss them in that regards to that. And so that is something. But to me, I think that they're not gone for entirety, because of that, right? So I don't think that they're gone at the end of the movie. I don't think that they I think that we will be seeing the Guardians in the future after this. So I don't think that we have anything worries about that. I think Drax will appear in another movie. Just kind of like WWE, how they do their things. John Cena. John Cena will come back. And has come back, like WrestleMania, this past WrestleMania. He was in it. But look at it and be like, John Cena doesn't come back all the time. So that's probably kind of the same thing that's gonna happen with Drax in this universe. And so yeah, let's just put it out there, guys. Let's get excited. Let's get excited and talk about this. So the movie, the villain. Okay, so how's the villain hold up? Villain is alright. The villain is alright. He's not the worst villain I've seen. But it's a little bit nitpicky because this movie is not a 10 out of 10. It's really good. I recommend that you see it. I love the movie. But the villain was kind of alright. Didn't really pose any like physical threats to make me like, ugh. He wasn't really threatable. Adam Warlock started pretty hot, threatable, and then just turned like, oh, okay, you're not really that big of a threat as you look to be at the beginning. So yeah, no, there's that. He didn't look really threatable. No, nobody looked really like threatable to the point where it's like, should I be scared of this person? Pose a threat for my Guardians, and no one really posed that threat. The villains were okay. They weren't that good. They weren't that special, but yet again weren't like sucky. They were not bad. They were average villains. Anything. I don't think it was necessarily. I think the Guardian is great. Necessarily, I think that the villain was a little bit not as. It was an average villain. So like, but it was an alright movie. I put it at a 9 because it was entertaining. And an entertaining factor, 9. It gives a 9. Like, I really do believe that movie. It's definitely not a 10. Very hard do I ever put a movie at a 10. Spider-Man No Way Home was a 10 because you just know why. Yeah. Do I need to explain? And a Flash may or may not be a 10. May or may not be a 10. I don't know. But we're talking about Guardians. So yeah, no, the villain was kind of lackery. He wasn't that threatable. He wasn't bad. But he wasn't the worst. I've seen worse, but he wasn't threatable. He wasn't threatable, and I didn't think that he, you know, didn't show any like physical like scaredness to him. I didn't feel like he was gonna do anything too serious. I did like the backstory of Rocket. I did like how they explain a little bit about Rocket. That's cool. That's cool. It was mostly heavy Peter Quill movie or show. So yeah, I'm down. I'm down for that. Hello, Chris Pratt, and all that. So yeah, no, it's cool. It's cool. It's a cool way to have the characters take a break, have the actors take a break, and be like, oh yeah, we can still bring you back if we want to. I like how they did that to where you can give the actors what they want while still being able to use them when needed. You can give them the break, they can take the break, but then when we need you down the line the road, you're there. And the people who do want to stay will be able to stay as actors that they want. So it's basically just pick and choosing what the actors really wanted to do and be able to come back if ever wanted to and ever needed to. And that's the perfect thing about the ending. And I like the way that it did that because it's just so amazing for that. I loved their send off, and they have done a lot of things. I love the Guardians of the Galaxy. I think they're one of the greatest underrated teams that nobody talks about, and they didn't know anything about them when they first came out. I personally did not know anything about them when it first came out. I'm be honest with you guys, and now I know a lot about them, and they're one of my favorite teams, and I love Guardians of the Galaxy. But yep. But yeah, I'm excited. The movie is worth it. It's entertaining. If you're looking for an entertaining, fun, sci-fi movie, Guardian hits the book. Sure, every movie, like 90% of the movies that come out, there are nitpicking in and out. But Guardians is fun at the end of the day. At the end of the day, you look past the media, you look past the average villain, and you want to just enjoy. You want to just enjoy the movie. Honestly, I rated it a 9 of how enjoyable it is and how funny it is with Drax and all the characters, how funny they are, and how every joke in this movie pretty much hits. Pretty much every joke hits. Let's be honest. Let's be honest, guys. Most of the jokes that they throw at this movie are tremendously good. It hits. It hits in every aspect of every joke, which is very hard when you're trying to be funny to the point where sometimes it's not hitting, and it's like, I get it, you're trying to be funny, but literally not. But Guardians gets you with subtle jokes that are just like, okay, I can tell you one joke. Um, they were pretending to be angry because they were trying to be on the cover for some reason. I'm not gonna tell you why, because remember it's non-spoilery. But yeah, no, they were trying to be they were trying to be undercover, and so they were acting, and then Jack goes, "Oh, we're acting, oh, we're acting mad. Oh, okay, we're acting mad. Oh, Not just you asshole. I was like, what? We were all like, yeah. Drax makes jokes up like so good. The movie's great. So, do I recommend to see it? Well, if it's in the month of May, yes, because you all know what I told you to go watch in June. But anyways, now I really want to talk too much about this movie because I really don't want to say more than needs to be said because this is not spoilery. Later out in like a couple of days I'll make a spoilery video so I could deeply talk about this. If I do go live again today, it'll be about something else. We'll change the topic. But do I recommend you guys go see Guardians of the Galaxy for the last and final time? Yes. If it's in May, yes. Do I recommend the movie to people who just want a fun time movie? Yeah, I do. The Guardians have always been one of the funniest groups and one of the like most entertaining. You know. Oh, and let me just tell you this before I end this, not spoilery. Guardians of the Galaxy normally tend to hit on some of the greatest classics of all. They always play classic music. They're always listening to some classic music. And for this one, I have to say, they play Radiohead Creep. Creep, I'm a winner. What the hell should I do? Oh, I love that song. But yeah, no, they played so many great songs, and they always tend to hit. They always tend to hit with the classic music. They like Star Lord knows a bit or two about music. Let's be honest. Let's be honest here. And the music list that they chose for this movie, perfect, perfect. But yeah, um, yeah. So that's much that I could barely talk about without saying much. So if you guys want to know more, give me like a day or two. Maybe I'll make one on Monday on my day off or something. But I plan to make more of a depth. If you guys want to see more, if you okay, so if you guys want to see more in terms of the spoilery, just let me know. I just want to be completely honest. I didn't want to talk much about it because I didn't want to spoil something, and I got cut off with the internet earlier, so I'm not sure if you heard me talking about how Guardians of the Galaxy's soundtrack, uh, P Quill, is amazing. They have some classic music. Okay, now brush down on it. Okay. Anyways, now I didn't want to talk too much about it again because I didn't want to brush the details in. Go watch the movie. I recommend it. And then if you guys want more spoilery talk, I can talk to you about that in about 2 days when I upload another live video. So and then enjoy, guys, and go watch Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Rated out of 9.